Do you belong to the curious souls who are still seeking answers outside themselves, often feeling lonely in the process? Perhaps you aren't yet aware that solitude is a significant key that enhances your spiritual growth. Discover with us the true essence of solitude, exploring the pathway to inner peace, self-discovery, and spiritual growth through intentional time spent alone. Many of the brilliant thinkers, inventors, and artists throughout history understood the importance and meaningfulness of solitude. Embracing and deliberately seeking solitude allowed them to breathe life into ideas that were truly extraordinary. Consider figures like Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, Vincent van Gogh, or Michelangelo. In the words of the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor Marcus Aurelius, nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. So why do we often find ourselves fearing or avoiding spending time alone? It's a paradox of our modern lives. The fear of solitude, despite its potential or immense personal growth and spiritual awakening, often holds us captive. Society frequently portrays solitude as synonymous with loneliness, isolation, or emotional distress, leading us to hesitate when the path to the unknown calls us. Solitude is a deliberate choice, a conscious retreat from the clamor of society and the daily hustle that often appears to be the norm. It's a conscious decision to step away from the noise, giving oneself the gift of stillness and a chance to listen to the whispers of the heart and the wisdom of the soul. Solitude invites us to look within, fostering self-awareness and providing a sanctuary for introspection. Through this, we uncover our true selves, gaining clarity on our values and beliefs. As we grow and navigate life, it's not always easy to figure out if the beliefs we hold dear are genuinely our own, or if we've simply adopted them because that's what we're taught. When we're in that peaceful silence, something special happens. We feel this deeper connection to something greater, something divine, something that's beyond just us. Being alone amplifies our spiritual practices, helping us to see and understand the beautiful complexities of life. Just like the great thinkers we talked about earlier, those peaceful moments of solitude connect us to the vast universe, to something beyond us. This connection acts as a catalyst, sparking creativity and setting our imagination free. Solitude is a powerful force that has driven the brilliance of thinkers throughout history and might reveal your inner brilliance as well. Taking intentional alone time allows us to be more aware of the present moment, our thoughts, and our feelings. In this state, we can see emotions and thoughts that we usually suppress inside us. Sometimes, allowing this process can be challenging because it means facing our inner struggles and past traumas that we may have buried. Yet, when we have the courage to acknowledge and embrace all these aspects of ourselves, it sets in motion a powerful process of healing and gives us permission to grow and transform into who we really are. Of all the advantages solitude offers, the ultimate treasure is the profound connection with the universe and with the divine. It's that instant when our ego fades away, when we exist in the present moment, feeling a deep connection with all that exists. It's when we encounter the boundless love and joy of life, and in that moment, we genuinely become our true selves. You may be wondering how to begin practicing solitude and feel more comfortable being alone, especially as you explore your spirituality. One of the primary goals of solitude is to quiet your mind, creating space to listen to the inner wisdom and divine within you. Now, how can you create that space? Through silence and mindfulness, you'll be able to experience and enter that state. You could start by practicing meditation. It will help you to stay in the present moment, observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, and lead to peace and stillness. Perhaps you will find it difficult to practice alone at home first. If that's the case, consider going out into nature and simply observe and appreciate all that is around you. Another, but more advanced approach would be to stay silent. Committing yourself to not speak, even if it's just for a day, will help you become more mindful. Make it a habit to intentionally spend time in solitude. You can choose to reserve an hour daily, a full weekend, or even several consecutive days, depending on how deeply you wish to explore and dive into your inner self. And remember, even a small amount of time practiced daily will lead you beyond your current reality. The steady droplet wears away the stone. When Gautama the Buddha was asked, "Is it better to walk alone or in company?" he said, "It's better to walk alone than to walk with a fool." He was suggesting that we pay close attention to the person who is walking beside us on our life's journey. Being in the company of others is not always beneficial. At times, it can be a hindrance. That's why it's often suggested that for shorter and quicker journeys, it's best to go alone. While aiming for a more extended adventure, having some company along the way can be a great idea. As previously mentioned, it's a common challenge in our modern era to find ourselves in a constant state of connection, whether with people or through technology. To progress on your spiritual path, it becomes crucial to recognize this excessive connectivity and intentionally detach from it every now and then. Your spiritual path and daily life require a careful balance, with a focus on staying centered. As Buddha once wisely advised, there's no need to be isolated at all times. Instead, seek to balance your relationships, starting with the one you have with yourself, followed by your connections with others. Avoid isolation and choose your companions on life's journey thoughtfully. Take responsibility. Amidst a world filled with incessant connections and unending distractions, the notion of wholeheartedly embracing solitude may appear counterintuitive to many. However, it's crucial to challenge this misrepresentation and reframe our perspective. Solitude is an invitation to reconnect with our true selves, a space for self-discovery, creativity, and inner peace. By shedding our fear and embracing solitude, we unveil a world of profound insights and unlock the door to unparalleled growth. It's a journey worth embarking on, a pilgrimage to the depths of our being, where treasures of the soul await, ready to illuminate our path and enrich our existence. Thanks for watching. See you soon, curious soul.